Hey everyone, Lou here. You know what's one sport I really like, but I never actually get a moment to appreciate it? Skateboarding. It's such a popular and well-known sport thanks to skateboarders like Tony Hawk, and while I thought there was already a skateboarding anime, it turns out this year marks the first one. Today, let's talk about one of the best anime this year, known as SK8 the Infinity. Roll the intro, and let's get started. SK8, or SK8 the Infinity, is an original anime made by Studio Bones, known for some of the most critically acclaimed anime of all time, like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Ouran Host Club, My Hero Academia, Bungo Stray Dogs, Carolyn Tuesday, and Number 6. Yeah, safe to say this studio has a tendency to make nothing but bangers. The anime was directed by Hiroku Utsumi, known for directing pretty highly acclaimed anime like Banana Fish, Free, and did some storyboards for nearly every anime made by Kyoto Animation. I couldn't find much on the production other than the announcement of the series back in November and December, but it would release on January 10th, 2021 to pretty high attention. Which is saying a lot since the winter anime season was pretty much packed to the brim with returning hitters like Attack on Titan, Dr. Stone, and Cells at Work, along with other critically acclaimed original anime like Wonder Egg Priority. With the backstory behind the production out of the way, let's start with the story. Reki Kian is a typical rebellious high school student living in Okinawa, Japan, and has a massive passion for skateboarding. People in this area head to an underground skateboarding competition in an abandoned mine where people have pretty big bets, like betting their girlfriends, money, homes, and livelihoods in these dangerous skateboarding races. I say dangerous only because you probably shouldn't be skateboarding in an abandoned mine, but this is filled to the brim with secret rebels of society, so it's all cool here. Yet a new kid arrives in Okinawa named Ranga Hasegawa. He's a half-Canadian teenager who was a professional skateboarder for years before he quit due to his dad passing away about a few years before the series starts as part of his grief. He's looking for a new job to help him and his mom, and he finds out an odd job delivering a skateboard to a pretty fierce person in the underground skateboarding scene. Hijinks ensue where Reki finds out Ranga is a natural at a skateboard thanks to his previous passion of snowboarding. Ranga finds himself a new passion in skateboarding where the two quickly become friends, or, possibly more.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
And try to make it as skateboarding champions. As hijinks ensue, the owner of the underground skateboarding operation, named Adam, has tricks up his sleeve and wants to skate with Ranga and use him for every last drop, which means that angst will ensue as well. Despite the angst, it's honestly a really fun story, and it does a damn good job at explaining tricks and techniques for skateboarding for those who don't know. I'm already pretty familiar with the sport from watching it as a kid, but it was nice getting to know some other techniques explained so thoroughly. What is it with me in sports that involve skating? The story does a damn good job at explaining what real passion feels like when you love a sport or hobby, and doing something because you love it. Even Ranga's heart thumps from the pure excitement over doing an ollie or just skating down a hill. It's that kind of attention to detail in characters I genuinely love. There's also a strong story here about how it's okay to love something and not be very good at it. As someone who loves drawing and sucks at it clearly, it's actually really comforting to hear that it's okay that you're not caught up with your other friends around you who share the same hobby. Just go at your own pace and do things your own way. And I just genuinely really love that. It's not something you hear a lot in today's media. Another thing the story focuses on a lot is personas, and no, not that persona. Many of the skaters behave completely different outside of this underground skating club. Take for instance Joe. He's a chef who's a big softie at work, but on the track, he's a hothead, and boy, do I mean hot. Look, this anime has a lot of pretty boys, and I can only hold back the floodgates for so long. My thirst for Joe here is immense. Adam as well, but Adam is also a terrible person. But still. I don't know, I just really love that. It does a damn good job showing that our passions bring out who we really are as people, whether that be the best or the worst. Overall, the story is really fun and pretty compelling since it does a damn good job at making us want to root for these characters. Reki, although he's a loudmouth rebel character, and I usually prefer that as a side character, he's not annoying the way some other protagonists like him can be. He's very lovable and is overall very passionate about skateboarding. That's really admirable. The show does a damn good job balancing that loudmouth personality with an excited but insecure teenager. I really like Langa's character. He's a calm and quiet guy, but has these really adorable moments where he comes out of his shell to be more expressive and lively towards his passions. It's just really sweet to see, and I just really love his character. The other characters are equally as engaging as our leads here, but my personal favorites are Cherry Blossom and Joe. They have this pretty funny banter, and I love their skateboarding costumes. And I'm totally not saying that because Cherry Blossom looks like Gakupo and Luca's love child, and Joe is just, good lord, he is literally everything. Adam is another character I am just obsessed with if you've seen my Twitter, and I'm not just saying that because he's voiced by Takehito Koyasu, who somehow voices my favorite villains in anime, but he's also a genuinely fun foil. Also, you know, he voices the protagonist in Persona 2, which is ironic when I mentioned the whole everyone having personas thing. Overall, the characters are really fun. They're also pretty in-depth, but I won't go into it for the sake of spoilers. But they're all very charming, and you can't help but root for some of them because the writing does a good job at making us care for these characters instead of being a shallow and forceful way to root for them. The animation here is pretty damn good. The anime does a damn good job at doing some really dynamic shots of the characters skating by corners, and considering the high speed of skateboarding and the most exciting part being kicks, flips, and that really cool thing where they do that thing where they're holding on by their hand and their skateboards in the other, I'd say it does a pretty damn good job at showing those really awesome moments. Though sometimes in non-action sequences, I can tell the animation went down just a little, but it wasn't nearly as bad as other sports anime. Everyone still looks on model, and I personally don't see it as anything to take away from it either. The coloring and setting for this anime is also gorgeous. Okinawa is a tropical area in Japan that's often used for vacation spots in anime because of its beautiful beaches. It's nice to see an anime take place here instead of treating it like a vacation site. Though personally, as someone who lives in California where beaches is all you know, I get major Los Angeles vibes here in the intro specifically and many other shots. Though I think that goes for any city or prefecture where beaches are the main thing, you're gonna get LA vibes regardless. Back to the coloring though, it's very bright, but the colors blend really well with each other. I specifically noticed lots of oranges, purples, blues, and reds, which all blend together beautifully, making a really pleasing color palette while you're watching this anime. The characters also blend really well into the setting. No one feels super out of place to the backgrounds, in my opinion. Overall, the animation is spectacular, though that's really not anything too crazy considering this is Studio Bones doing the show. One last thing, there is an English dub done by Funimation. It's pretty good, and the only thing I didn't particularly like is the voice of Reki. He just sounds too old sometimes, if you ask me. But if you're looking for a dub and you're multitasking when watching it like me, then I highly recommend this dub. I'm not watching the dub around this time because I really love the Japanese voice acting for this anime, so I can't give further insight on it, but it's there. Adam's voice is also pretty dull, only if you compare him to the spectacular performance of the Japanese version. Though I appreciate the actor for at least trying a little bit. I don't know what it is about Funimation, but their dubs lately have just been hit or miss with me. I also asked that you guys not expect it to be a yaoi or boys love going in. This is made by the director of Free, and if anime fans know anything from Free, she is the queen of baiting, so... Anyway, this anime is amazing. For those who want to see why skateboarding is such a beloved sport, fans of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game series, and general sports anime fans, this series is definitely for you. Not gonna lie, it does give off at least a little bit of Jet Set Radio vibes too for anyone who's a fan of that game. That's it for this video, guys. Let me know down below what you think. Are you planning to see SK8 the Infinity or not? Let me know down below. Hey guys, thanks for watching! If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new. And if any older new subs would like to help support the channel in any possible way, my Ko-fi page is down below in the description along with all of my social media. For any subscribers, new or old, who would like to help with video ideas or maybe just want to talk about anime or something, then I have a fan server linked down below. See you next time!